It was an early Saturday morning, and I really didn't feel like joining this online session I had signed up for a while ago. So before this day, I was browsing online to see if there were any free resources on how to land a job in the instructional designer field. And I came across a website offering a free online session about becoming an instructional designer. I signed up since it was free, and I was curious. Saturday morning, right after Christmas, the day of the session came. I was kind of reluctant, but I logged in through their Zoom link anyway. To my surprise, the host looked a little shocked to see me and told me the session was actually supposed to be cancelled because of the long holiday break. I asked, "Wait, am I the only one who joined?" The host laughed and said, "Yeah, you got lucky. It's one-on-one today." So I took full advantage of that. I sat there and asked all my questions about getting a job as an instructional designer. Honestly, the session was very informative, and I did walk away with some useful insights. One was finding out what a typical instructional designer would do. Two was when you are asked to provide a desired salary with numbers only, don't sell yourself short. Aim for around 75% of the salary range provided in the job description. You can and will negotiate this later. And three, the biggest takeaway of all, was this idea of tailoring your resume from a solutionist perspective. Instead of just listing what you did and what you achieved, you frame your experience around how you solved problems and created positive outcomes. The goal is to show that you can quickly come up with solutions that actually work. So companies naturally want to learn more about you. The host also shared something interesting. They said that when you get a call for an interview, the company usually already has some intention of hiring you. The interview is more about seeing whether what you say matches what you wrote on your resume. I have to say, I signed up for this session because I was interested in a career in instructional design. At some point, though, I got unmotivated and didn't really want to attend. But I'm glad I did, because the session turned out to be more valuable than I had expected. At the end of the session, they did move into their paid services pitch, as anticipated, but we're not going to go into that today. My listeners, maybe you've signed up for something thinking it might be useful, but later lost the motivation to actually attend. However, when you push yourself a little and step out of that unmotivated zone, you might find that it turns out to be even more valuable than you first expected. In my case, it was a mindset change that reshaped how I think about working on my resume. What was it like for you? Have you ever signed up for something thinking it might be useful, then along the way you lost motivation, but eventually you pushed yourself and ended up gaining more than you expected? I would love to hear your story. If this resonates with you, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We will sail through this together. Thank you for listening. I will see you in the next episode.